Broadcom has sold its end user computing division to KKR for $4 billion, forming a new company called Omnissa as a standalone company focused on digital workspace solutions like Workspace ONE and Horizon. This move marks Broadcom's strategic shift toward concentrating the private cloud sector and shedding non core assets. Omnissa aims to innovate and expand in this market under KKR's ownership, emphasizing customer centric strategies and product development. Let's bring Keith Townsend, the CTO advisor for the Futurum Group, into the show for his opinion on the launch of Omnissa using this VMware IP.
Hey, thanks, guys. This is something that we kind of expected, right? Broadcom signaled that they were going to, more than signal, they just outright said they were going to divest non core business units. If we remember way back when VMware acquired these assets, including Horizon, etc., they made a really big deal out of building essentially a $1 billion business. Sanjay Poonen led that business unit for several years before eventually becoming the COO of VMware. It was a critical business unit for VMware in the past. What does this mean for customers? From a technology perspective, I'm personally curious as how Omnissa is going to handle the transition from a technology perspective. All of these technologies VMware had wrapped around vSphere, specifically the end user management stuff. The mobile device management, they started to consolidate the portal. They're now calling that UEM. Uh, and as administrators and architects, we have to start thinking through if we are going to divest from VMware or look at other options, is Omnissa going to be an option for us when it comes to our virtual desktops, end user compute in general? Are they going to begin to separate out from that vSphere ecosystem and support potentially Hyper-V, KVM, etc., or will they continue to be tied at the hip? From a initial perspective, they'll work out the back end on licensing, etc. But again, when it's time to renew, we're already in a subscription managed motion. Are we going to continue with subscriptions, or will we be able to return to perpetual licenses? Citrix is doing the opposite. They're staying subscription or moving to subscription. So unfortunately, I think subscriptions are here to stay. Really interesting move. As now that it happened, again, we expected it to happen. Now that it has happened, a bunch of technical and operational questions have to be answered. Back to you guys.
Well, thanks very much for joining the show, Keith, and we look forward to seeing you at a future Field Day event or maybe joining us here on the Rundown.